GM. So I was building this project for the Cypherpunk hackathon, and then I just noticed that Superteam Kazakhstan is listing a bounty on the earn about how to promote the stablecoin tenge, if I said it right, in Kazakhstan. And I think my project for Colosseum Hackathon is rather suitable for this purpose. So I will just pitch it to you and show you what is my progress, and I hope you will be interested. So, name of my project is OuroC, and it's a stablecoin recurring payment engine built for Solana. It's a fully decentralized protocol with on-chain timers, which we borrowed from ICP, and great infrastructure for better UX and compliant alignment. Also, for future scalability, I plan to leverage ICP's chain fusion. So, what's the problem? Now, the problem with the recurring transaction is that there's only hybrid solutions. One thing is because a smart contract cannot trigger themselves, and Solana doesn't have a native timer on chain. Also, there are different times and there are different products actually, but from all the public information I can find, there are all one way or another centralized cron jobs for the timer, which is fragile, non-compliant, and not scalable. Our solution. The main protocol is Solana on native Solana R1. So it takes care of all the transaction part of job, and we build the auxiliary timer smart contract on ICP canister, which is basically a timer, and it will send a trigger transaction to our Solana address, Solana protocol address, to trigger our actions, either notification or claim the payment. Also, we integrated with a great API for the multi-sig for merchant treasury, KYC, and off-ramp. Also email account in this way that we can have a better onboarding of users, or we can even let Web2 developers to use our CTK, but let Web2 applications to enjoy better transaction, which is provided by Solana. Also, compliance ready, since I built my project is targeting global market, so I chose best audited stablecoin, which is USDC. But of course, if you want to, let's say, if you chose me to have partnership with me and to help with adoption of Kazakhstan stablecoin, I can make a customized version which supports Kazakhstan stablecoin and USDC at the same time. So actually, you can it will empower the developers and dApps built in Kazakhstan to reach international users and will reach and get paid by USDC, but converted them to I think it's tenge, if I remember right, in your treasury. So it's, I believe it's a very important infrastructure for the stablecoin mass adoption. Competitive edge. Why are we better? As I mentioned, the other solutions are either their information is not public or using off-chain components to do the timer's job or require user manual action. But with our project, all the components are fully decentralized on-chain, and I built it as a configurable SDK, so the devs can just download it from npm package for their as a front-end plugin and configure all the price or charging frequency and so on. Also, it's regulation aware, so that we have very many features of for better UX. For example, we have notification before next payment, and users can cancel the subscription at any time, or just pause it and resume later, and so on. As I mentioned before, it's built for a global market. So for the first stage MVP, it's USDC focused payment system, and after in the future milestones, it will have big potential of scaling up to multi-chains. I will explain later. Why now? The stablecoin adoption is booming, and Solana has fast and cheap transaction. Also, USDC is the most trusted stablecoin. Huge stable subscription economy currently, and it's still growing every year. And there are 2,000 plus active dApps on Solana, but a lack of recurring payment tool, and it's not reaching. It's not doing a good job. Let's say they are reaching, but not very effective. Reaching the user outside of Solana ecosystem, or even outside the Web3 community. Stablecoin market cap on Solana has reached 15 billion, and for our important components for our project, ICP Canister, they have built chain fusion to reach 20 plus other blockchains, which is bringing us the big potential of scaling up. So I say the market is ready for us. Our business model is either we take small portion of transaction fees, or we sell our product, configure it and sell it as a whole for the license, or we ask the merchant who want to partner with us to pay for subscriptions. What we have now, as you can see, everything in purple is happening on Solana. So the flow works like the user delegates a subscriptions through the front-end SDK, and subscription data goes to the timer, goes to the merchant, and the timer will send the action signal to the trigger, and trigger will send the memo transaction to our user's address. So either is a notification before paying, or is action of collecting payment. In this way, that user's address will send the stablecoin to our processor. They can send other type of stablecoins as well. For example, USDC or USDT or other type of USD or even URC, whatever they want actually. as long as they exist on Solana. And then in the processor, there's we implemented a DEX API to swap it to USDC, which will go to the treasury, and the part of the part which goes to a merchant will go to the treasury, and if the business case here is that we take a transaction fee, the transaction fee will go to our admin address, and admin address will fill up the operation cost in the ICP timer. So everything is fully on chain for Solana Dev, and we for the grid API part, it's basically for user and the merchant. They have optional email account. So in this way, that the grid will generate Solana address for them. So the main protocol is still the same. Just there's an email wrapper above user and merchant. So that in this way, the user who doesn't actually know how blockchain works can pay through the email account, which will lead to KYC and on-ramp so they can pay with the fiat, and it will the grid will convert it to USDC, and the merchant can also build this. They can choose to have email account, and then they can. So it's I suppose this will be the majority choice if our SDK can reach Web2 devs. In this way, that they can receive USDC from our protocol, but Grid will off ramp it to the fiat, which they as they prefer. And for now, we have payment history output interface to IPFS, so you can configure it and plug the history output to your design to your own IPFS method. Yeah, that's what we have now. For the future scale up, the main thing are not changing. That we admin we are still on Solana, and the merchant our merchant clients are still staying on Solana, but so in this stage we will support multi-chain payment, which means that we leverage a timer ICP timer that it can send transaction with message to the trigger on customized for each chain, and the trigger will give notification or payment collection action, collect payment action from the user delegated address, and the rest are the same. The stablecoin are transacted, are transferred, and go to the DEX API to swap it to USDC, or in our case, for Kazakhstan, to swap to KZTE. And then for USDC only, the Circle Gateway is it's like a bridge developed by Circle Gateway to move USDC around. At this moment, only a few EVM chains, but I hope they will support Solana in the future. So we can use either Circle Gateway or Wormhole to bridge the stable USDC or KZTE we are collecting back to merchants treasury, which is, I mean, you can choose either managed by Grid or just their own wallet, and the rest are the same. So in this way, we can put the Solana infrastructure of under the hood of the app or Web2 app, and we can reach out to the outside of a Solana ecosystem, and we can reach better to the Web2 average users. Also, I'm planning to implement A2A payment, and I mean, I'm still doing research on this. I just prepared a very simple A2A, let's say, example for the MVP, but at this moment, I'm not confident enough to say that we are supporting it. Also, in the future, we will include more storage interface for the output of history record, and to support other on-chain or like decentralized or centralized servers. Yeah. What's more, we can even scale up more, but horizontally. So the main structure of my project is about the recurring transaction, but there are much more use case for recurring transaction other than a subscription. So I can keep for example 70 or 80% of my structure, just switch the row and the where, and it will fit in more use case like payroll, like rental payment, and revenue sharing, and DeFi strategies, and it can support from commercial use as a civil contract up to enterprise and governmental cases. Yeah, the possibility is endless. So that's everything about what I want to tell you about my project. We leverage Grid. They build stablecoins rails, and we leverage XAP. They bridges every chain, and they provide us the timer. And OuroC is the engine that helps devs to run with with our SDK. Your dApps payment system will be reliable, compliant, and unstoppable transaction available for all the stablecoins. So if you are interested, if you are here still, and I will show you our demo at this moment. So as a very simple front end, just plug in the SDK, and it will be the subscription page like this. So I connected to my I won't show you. I connected to my testing wallet on Solana DevNet with Solana token and the USDC token. Create subscription. Maybe I can show you in here also. Never mind about this, but that's because I was doing debugging because there was bugs. There are still bugs. I still need to polish it. So I confirmed delegation, and subscription is created, and activity, as there's no activities, but yeah, you can see here that I lost gas fee from Solana, and the USDC is created. I mean, subscription with the USDC is created, and the first payment is transacted. There's also a merchant setup about either connect wallet or use email. and a business name, whatever. Enable multi-signature for the treasury. It doesn't matter at this moment, and we can create the subscription as simple as this. And for the dashboard, it's everything is mock data here, and you can see that what's going on, with your application and how much you have get paid. Also, for the very simple A2A demo, there is something like this. Connect with wallet, and it here is an example of what will happen if you. It's basically the human user set up an AI agent, and AI agent must have their special ID, which will be registered with our protocol, and then the user must set up like a spending limit and so on, and then with their special ID, the agent will be able to, like, for example, manage a subscription or manage a recurring payment and so on, like this. But I must keep building on this. It's a very basic version at this moment. But yeah, that's everything I want to tell you about my idea, my project, which can support stablecoin mass adoption, which is the purpose. I believe it's a very good fit for the Kazakhstan stablecoins bounty project. Thank you.